At 141 pounds, Alec McKenna, sophomore for Northwestern, against a fellow sophomore, Limmex at Purdue, and this is a guy that you're looking forward to watching, Jim.
I really am. This 141-pound weight class intrigues me. Nate Limmex with the 13th ranking by Flow. It's going to be interesting to see, because you could rank 20-some guys in this weight class, and you may have not have found the 7th or 8th place finisher in the weight.
141 is crazy. Everybody licking their chops for Cleveland. And seeing how 141 shakes out, of course, two-time reigning national champion Dean Heil of Oklahoma State. McKenna lost 10 straight out of New Trier High School. And with Limmex, 21-12 again. This is one where Purdue's got to be thinking bonus points for sure. Limmex, he's won 3 of 4.
Work out of that.
Out of Grand Rapids Catholic Central and Michigan.
Work center.
3-time champion. Wrestled at 149 last year, one of the top 10 recruits in his weight class coming out of high school. We're scoreless 50 seconds in.
Well, already what I see from Limmex is his ability to go ahead and kind of move laterally. He's not going to get caught in those positions just ear to ear. If he gets too tight in there, he's going to go ahead and work off the elbow.
Action in the center, folks. Action in the center.
You can see a lot of footwork by both these guys. Elbow tie by Limmex.
If you're Limmex, though, Jim, again, you got to get after it, right?
Well, you know, sometimes it's not there, Shane, or you just don't see it, and you just get in the zone. But he's got the shot. That's good finish there. I think he's answering everything you're expecting him to do here. These college wrestlers, man, they're on scholarship, and they know how to defend guys at least for a minute or so. So, you know, so you got to go ahead and give him credit for being out there. It's not always easy.
Limmex with a takedown 2-0. Has that inside wrist. A lot of pressure in the top position from Limmex. Pressure forward.
Yeah, he's able to capture that wrist and doing a nice job of keeping that elbow out, wrist in. And he's anticipating some sort of movement up by McKenna. And when he does, he's going to go ahead and probably either work the tilt, put the leg in.
Gotta work up.
Riding time at 45 seconds, and you look at McKenna doing all he can, trying to work up to a base, but on his belly in a tough spot. Good hard ride from Limmex after that first takedown.
Yeah, pretty. You know, he's got a good parallel ride, but you know, we've seen a lot of this from Spencer Lee. You know, where he's able to go ahead and keep that guy down on his belly for most of it. He's doing it up against good guys. This guy called, you know, just they wrestle like an old coach. You know, it's like you're spotting him 20 pounds, but it feels like 50 because he knows all the tricks.
Here's that takedown, Jim, from Limmex.
Yeah, nice work here. Watch where his head ends up, right? Inside part of the thigh right there, and as he attacks the leg, he comes to the far ankle, and he puts the head in the right spot and really puts McKenna in a bad way. Good finish.
Limmex starting period on bottom. Last week, Limmex beat Javier Gasca, Big Ten finalist from a year ago to Michigan State.
Love it. Sorry, Shane, but I just love the fact that, you know, he anticipated that leg coming in, and they'll probably stalemate this. Maybe he's a little bit too high, but he caught it. You know, he caught that leg. Now he's looking for maybe a bottom leg cradle right there, but good mat return, good reversal. Good reversal, excuse me, and here's a nice mat return. So this guy knows how to win matches.
Nice win against Cole Weaver last weekend as well. Tough for Indiana. 4-0 Limmex. In command, riding time over a minute. They trail by 4. Purdue to Northwestern, 13-9. And big situation right here off the whistle. We saw Limmex in that first period go to town in the first period. And I like that for McKenna. Why not? Caution on McKenna, but trying to time the whistle, get that little edge. He knows needs to get a quick escape. Don't want to get caught underneath like he did in the first period off the whistle.
He's constantly making it hard for him. This is going to be contested here by Limmex. He's not necessarily let him up. Good work, good front trip back into the leg.
You hear the count.
Moving up. He's got to be careful not to allow himself to get into that Merkle position. So he'll go off the mat. And what Tony Ersland wanted to know is why you stopped the count, but it looked like they had they got this little scramble going on there. So,
no reversal there.
Saying no reversal.
Set,
yeah.
Cover proper.
I think that's the right call.
I agree. Now they'll have to get the score back to 4-0.
Yeah, let's take a look at the beginning, why Limmex was able to get out. We're going to go to a frozen position here. See, he's anticipating, all right, where McKenna's going to be, all right? And there's just an awareness that's going on right now. He's just scouting. As we roll through this, you can see he'll go ahead and feel where McKenna's going to come on, and then he goes right into a back. He anticipates the leg coming in. See how his elbows are down? He comes in there, and he anticipates that, creates a little hip separation, and gets out. But I just love the fact that he was turning his head to know where he's going to be, where he's going to be in that position. He was aware of how the guy was going to go ahead and take the referee's position.
Limmex leads at 4-0, 45 seconds here in the second period, and going right back to work on top, Jim, as he takes riding time near 2 minutes.
Yeah, just working him hard here. Another little mat return. Looking for a wrist right away. If you can't find it, go to the half. Then now has the leg in. I can see why he's winning matches. Without,
it's a game changer.
Hips turned.
Takes so much out of you in the bottom position, mentally, physically. He's an Alcatraz on bottom.
So, deep wing right there. Probably likely to get a stall call here. Not the end of the match, but so now you've got decisions to make. This is a match where you're favored in. And what are you going to do to get the bonus points for the team? You're going to stay in the top position. You've already got riding time.
Red, white, and blue. No surprise. Olympics underway in South Korea.
Kind of an intentional release there by Limmex that moves the score to effectively 5-2, or 5-1. So a 4-point lead. So he's looking for something big. In a match where every point is important, these teams are evenly matched. I mean, this is an important situation, and McKenna is still competing. There's the go-behind situation. Now quick finish. Does he have enough to go ahead and add some back points? No. Right now, this is where you got to go ahead. This is such a pet peeve for me. It's time to let him go, and you allow this guy to go ahead and grab your leg. McKenna's got a hold of that leg, and you're burning clock, and it's no advantage. And they need to teach a college course on how to let a guy up.
Time hog gives the escape. Got a minute to work with. Limmex has riding time locked up. Needs a couple of takedowns. Get that major decision. Tie this one up on the team scoreboard.
Good aggressiveness there. This is a situation where you also may have to get there by getting the points and maybe a stall call as well. No control. A lot of energy. Kind of still competing. He's got his hip over that shin whizzer. Right hip's over that shin whizzer, putting a lot of weight. Now he's able to go ahead and get to an ankle. And this has got to be a lot of effort by Limmex, and call this.
Good call, a lot of pressure on the knee.
Yeah, we've already seen before in the season where that's good stoppage. But, this is a win for Northwestern here, not giving up major bonus points if they can keep this type of score.
No question, McKenna doing a nice job. Limmex will get the decision. But Northwestern avoids giving a bonus here at 141.
Even a takedown is just not enough, so.
With the riding time, .72, Limmex with a decision for Purdue. And the Boilermakers come out of intermission, winning at 133 and 141. Tony Ursuline